Hi everybody, Jo here again. Welcome to Technique Tuesday, and today we're going to be looking at blending. Now this is one of those topics that so many of you have got in touch and asked us about. And I think it's a bit like one of those things like riding a bike. Once you can actually do it, you love it and can do it again and again. And when you struggle in the beginning, it's one thing I struggled with. But do you know what? There's a few little hints and tips. So I thought we'd look at blending today. Now, just to start off with, there's a couple of ways we can do blending. So first of all here, if I look at this, I'm using oxides today. So we're using dye-based inks. Could use your elements if you wanted. I just wanted to use the oxides for the colours. Now, what you can do is you can blend colours, and I always go, especially if you're a beginner, for colours that we know will blend well together. So for example here, we've got mustard seed, crackling campfire and candied apple, because yellow, orange and red are all going to blend nice and easily together. Quite nice if you do yellow, orange and brown. That looks nice. And I have done yellow, orange and purple, and that gives another tone. That's one suggestion. The other is you can do an ombre. An ombre is just light to dark. So here I've done green ombre. And for this I've used twisted citron, crushed olive and rustic wilderness. Again, I've gone for a light, medium and dark, and I find when I'm creating an ombre, that for me is gives me the best results. So as I say, light, medium and dark. So what I thought we'd do today, we'd have a look at creating a blue ombre. So we're going to start off, let's at least get my mat a little bit cleaner. We're going to start off with a piece of multifarious card, and I've chosen 3 blue colours. So I've gone for salvaged patina, mermaid lagoon and prize ribbon. Again, so that's my light, medium and dark. And for me, I have them in the order. I find it easier that I'm going to be blending. And I have one of our little blending sponges for each of the colours. And again, I'm going to use a piece of kitchen towel to hold my multifarious card, just so that I don't get finger marks or put moisture on. And we're going to start with our lightest colour. And again, I always recommend, if you actually rub your blending sponge round, it almost starts that blending process. You know, if you do this, the ink will not be even on there. So give yourself a fighting chance to start off with. I'm just going to move these to the side a little. And then we're going to come in at the top with circular motions, and we're going to come about 1/3 of the way down. Look at that colour, beautiful. Now, my little tip here is, and I've developed this technique because I found it that when I was teaching ladies and gentlemen at workshops, they found this easier to grasp. If we turn around now, we're not going to put our middle colour in next. The tip here is we're going for our darker colour. Again, circular motions, and I'm just going to come in again about 1/3 of the way. We'll have a little bit more. And that way I've got my deeper colour look. So now I'll come in with my middle colour, and doing it this way gives me the ability to introduce the colour and blend at the base into the darker colour and then up into the lighter colour. I'm just going to turn that round, and again, work so it's easier for yourself. So turn your work, and I'm just going to work at that darker end first and then come back when I've got less ink on to work into that lighter area. And then once you've got to that stage, it's a matter of looking at it. It's not finished. We need to work on this area where the light goes to the medium and then the medium to the dark. So we'll go on that darker one first. So what I'll do is I'll just come in and gently bring the darker up a little and just keep blending. And then I don't want much more ink on here, go medium to dark. and that gives us that lovely blend there. So now we want to work on this bit, and some colours will blend better than others if they're nearer. Obviously to me the medium and dark colour are nearer. I mean, look at that, we've got a lot of difference between the light and the medium. So this is going to need more elbow work, ladies and gentlemen. So get your mitts ready. So into this area, and we're really going to put it in, look. And this is the medium colour. And then I'm going to come in with my lighter colour and really blend it down. Now these are oxides, so they're quite chalky. So just keep working on this area here. And I'm not adding any more ink. I'm just using my blending sponge with what's actually on it, the ink that's on it. There we go. Last one, and I'm happy with that. I think that's a lovely, lovely blend. And what I'm going to do is quite often, and again, we get quite a lot of emails at Lavinia of crafters saying, my mojo's gone. What can I do? So to be honest, if I were you, I'd make yourself some swatches like this. Maybe do a pink to red, a light purple to a dark purple. I mean, we've got that lovely, how do you say, Valerius potion. That's a lovely deep purple. You could do oranges, yellows, blues. I'm just going to add a little bit of water to add some faux bleaching. And this will give me a fabulous background. But you could make, if Mr. Mojo's gone on holiday, you could make yourself some backgrounds like this. And believe you me, once you start doing the blending, it brings Mr. Mojo, it entices him back. And then by the time this is dry, you'll be ready, and you'll be ready and thinking of all those stamps you can add to it. So look, there's our blue. Let's bring in the green, and there's the yellows. Look at that, yellow to orange. Now I'm thinking these are going to look fabulous in my journal next Monday. What do you think? And I hope that's helped. And if any of you are still struggling, please get in touch. I'm more than happy to help. But remember, if you do the top, the middle and the bottom and then the middle, honestly, I'm sure you'll find it so much easier. Just take a bit of work though. You have to work at it, but it's good for the bat wings. Anyway, thank you for joining me again. And if you've got any topics you want covering in this little section, just drop me a message, let me know, and I'll get on to it. So for those of you that asked for blending, I'm really hoping that helped. You take care, have a lovely week. Love and hugs from me. Bye for now.